Hi, I'm Daniel Andrews, owner and creator of the DAN Show, and welcome to my latest 2021 NFL mock draft video. This is my breakdown of the Philadelphia Eagles and what they're going to do with the sixth pick in the 2021 NFL Draft. Now, if you're new to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and ring the bell, as currently I am doing draft videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I also have a great live stream 7 p.m. every Friday night here on YouTube. All questions are answered. Anything goes. And it's been a great show. I've been very lucky to have people from all over the United States come to the channel, and basically we just talk football. So, hey, now that's out of the way, let's start the breakdown. This draft basically revolves around one big question, and that's, are the Eagles going to draft a quarterback? Now, if the Eagles do want to draft a quarterback, there's basically 5 first-round caliber quarterbacks that are available in this year's draft. It's my opinion that the Eagles will go ahead and trade up to go ahead and get one of those quarterbacks. Now, if the Eagles decide to go ahead and stick with Jalen Hurts as their starter, there's a good possibility the Eagles could trade down for a team that's hungry to go ahead and get a quarterback. Now, if they do stay at 6, and the way my mock draft's gone so far, you have Trey Lance and you have Mac Jones. It's my opinion that the Eagles would go ahead and draft Mac Jones over Trey Lance, because Jalen Hurts has a very similar skill set than Trey Lance, where Mac Jones is a completely different type of quarterback. So it would basically just be like at Alabama again, best quarterback starts. However, with the trade compensation for Wentz being more next year than this year, because you get a third this year and a minimum of a second next year, possibly a first, I'm leaning to think that the Eagles are going to go ahead and bypass a quarterback in the first round and go ahead and take a player who's going to go ahead and help their team. And if things don't work out with Jalen Hurts, then they go through free agency or the draft next year. Now, I also ruled out offensive line for the Eagles. Now, the reason why I did that is because you're going to get Lane Johnson back, your Pro Bowl right tackle, and Andre Dillard, your first round 2019 draft pick. He was supposed to be the day one starter on the left side, and then 10 days before the season started, he tore his ACL out the whole season. He's going to come back, and he should be 100%, especially by week 1. But the Eagles do have a lot of documented problems on the offensive line. The issue is that when you pick 6 in the draft, you usually want to go with a left tackle. Now, I fully understand Quentin Nelson was the 6th pick in the draft, and he's been quite exceptional. And if you think that there's an offensive lineman in this draft who's as good as Quentin Nelson, go ahead and make that selection, and that could be the pick. I don't have the Eagles going in that direction, but I would not blame the Philadelphia Eagles if they decided they wanted to go ahead and go with offensive line here with the 6th pick. It does make a lot of sense because of all the injuries they had this year, but it was really more of an anomaly. No teams had that many problems on the offensive line as Philly's had, maybe ever. So I think that you're going to go ahead and just go with what you have on the offensive line. If you do draft a player, I think it'd be later down the road, not here at 6. The Eagles could also go wide receiver. They cut Deshaun Jackson. They cut Alshon Jeffries. They're expected to either cut or trade Zach Ertz. Lots of mocks have the Eagles going wide receiver, and I wouldn't blame them if the Eagles do go ahead and take a wide receiver. You got a pair of Alabama wide receivers. It would make sense to go with the former Alabama quarterback. And when you have a young quarterback, you want to go to guy. It doesn't look like the Eagles have that. So, yes, I wouldn't blame the Eagles if they went offensive line or wide receiver, but that's not the direction I went with the 6th pick in the draft. Okay, warning. I got a curveball here. I'm throwing a curve here. So, Philadelphia Eagles, with the 6th pick in the 2021 NFL Draft, I had the Philadelphia Eagles selecting Caleb Farley, corner out of Virginia Tech. Now, the Eagles could trade down, but in this mock draft, there is no trades. And the reason why I went ahead and I went with Caleb Farley is that the one thing that stood out to me when I'm looking over the Eagles is Last year, they gave up 68.7 as their completion percentage against them. And they only have 8 interceptions. All right. You went ahead and you traded for Darius Big Play Slay, and you give up almost 69% completion percentage against you, and you get eight interceptions. That really raised a red flag to me. So even though this is a deep corner draft, there's nobody with the athletic ability of Caleb Farley that's going to be available later in this draft. Now, I do have Patrick Surtain ranked higher. However, in Patrick Surtain's college career, 3-year college career, he has 4 total interceptions. Caleb Farley, who did sit out this last year, but in 2019, he had 4 interceptions in a season. So I think that the Eagles are going to look at this, and Farley's a better athlete. I think he'll be a better ball hawk. I think Surtain's going to be more ready to go day one. And for those of you who've been following my show, you know I have a major man crush on Patrick Surtain. So to pick Caleb Farley here, it's kind of an upset. Now, here's the drill. If you don't know his story, he was a former high school quarterback. He turned wide receiver. They put him on the defensive side of the ball, so the upside is massive. There is a rumor that at the Exos facility, the training facility, at 6'2", 210, he ran a laser-timed 4.2, 440. I don't know if I really believe that, but if you watch the tape, you can see the athleticism stands out. This is a big guy. He is a fast guy. He is a really athletic guy. Bottom line, if the Eagles go ahead and they draft Caleb Farley, he starts day one opposite Darius Slay. There is no way they give up 68.7 completion percentage against them, and there's no way they only have 8 interceptions. Both those numbers will greatly improve, despite the fact that Caleb Farley is raw and will take some time. Now, this is my opinion, but I want to hear from you. I fully expect people to say I'm wrong. This is the only mock draft I've seen with Caleb Farley going at 6 to Philly. So, hey, I gave you my opinion. I want to hear from you. Now, Friday is my Lions video with them picking 7th in the 2021 NFL Draft. Plus, I will be live on YouTube at 7 p.m. Central. So, hey, I will see you Friday.